Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad you're here because today we are talking about history in the making. This is absolutely stellar, amazing that I was able to witness the fastest 5 goals in Canucks history. Being there live was absolutely stellar. You didn't see this coming, right? Now, I had predicted on Canucks Uncensored podcast that the Canucks were going to win 5-2. I was like, I'm hoping we win 5-2. Actually, I wanted to win 10-0, but that's truth be told. But 5-2 was my prediction. They ended up winning 6-2, and it was absolutely a stellar night. Absolutely a stellar night. Afternoon, actually, Saturday afternoon, 1:00 game, hit the ferry, went over with some friends, and we had the time of our lives because the Canucks broke a record while we were there. Listen, the Canucks scored 5 goals in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Have you ever watched a couple goals in a few seconds? It's exciting when you're in the home stadium and the crowd is just buzzing and popping. But we had 5 in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It was absolutely insane to be there live. What a day. There were so many cool moments about that game. Not only what happened in the game, but what was outside of the game and what surrounded the game. So we're going to talk about that today. But also, another huge record that was broken this morning. Ovechkin passes Wayne Gretzky for the most goals in NHL history. Wow. There is a lot going on in the NHL that's going on. There's lots of playoff races that are happening. There is so much to talk about, but we're going to focus in on our beloved Canucks. I'm going to do a different video on Ovechkin another day, which might be tomorrow actually. It's going to be the plan. But 5 goals, 4 minutes, 30 seconds. It was just wild to be in the building. Like, I just felt like I was standing up every few seconds, you know what I mean? Cheering the goals on. And so it just leaves me the big question for today is, what is the best Canucks moment you have witnessed live? Post it in the chat right now. Post it in the chat. Let me know what the best moments were that you actually witnessed live. Now, you know what I'm like. If we win, I deserves a pop shop. Okay. So my favorite black cherry. I love the limes. There's so many black pop shops I love. Even the orange gives me like a classic old school thing, right? So congrats, Canucks. Pop shop. You guys need to sponsor me. I'm not kidding you when I say this. I think I'm the only guy online that talks about your stuff. Okay. What is the best Canucks moment you've witnessed live? That is, I was trying to think about there are some moments, and I want to share one with you right now, but I'm going to save it for a video. Some best of all time videos that I've been doing. You've seen the ones I've done. Best defenseman of all time, best forwards of all time, best goalies of all time. I've got others that I've got planned for you. So what is the best Canucks moment? I guess I'm going to have to say the best Canucks moment I've witnessed is these 5 goals. And I feel like I've witnessed quite a few things. I wish it was there to the Slay the Dragon moment when Bure scored Game 7 goal. Kevin Beachz is scoring in overtime, advancing us. There's all kinds of great moments. Trevor Linden smashing the guy through the glass. That's got to be, maybe I should do a video on that. Best Canucks moments of all time. Okay. That would be an awesome video. I got to remember that. Okay. Here's the thing about the game. Okay. 6-6-2. Again, let's drink to that. It actually keeps the playoff hopes alive. I know. Granted, we're on live support. I meant to say life support. My bad. I should actually read these over before I post them. We're on life support, but we are alive. We are alive. And tonight we're playing the Golden Knights, and this is what I call Hell Week, right? We're going to be playing Vegas and then Colorado. We play the Wild. We play another Winnipeg. I think we play. Like, this is Hell Week for us. Like, honestly, and we got to run the table. So the playoff hopes are still alive. It's amazing. And what you learn about the game against the Ducks is not only did we win 6-2, but it just keeps what the theme going of this season is that the Canucks are consistently inconsistent, right? So let's talk about a number of things about this game that I absolutely loved. And just as I think about that here, I want to bring this up because this is really, really important. So schedule, let me just bring this up here. Yeah, so it goes Vegas, Dallas, Colorado, the Wild. Oh, this is awful. It's not Winnipeg. It's not Winnipeg. So I'm going to make a graphic on that. That is terrible. Okay, I want to show you something here. Let's show you here. Okay, so this is the week, right? So we ended this week when we were on a back-to-back. By the way, the Golden Knights played Calgary last night, right? Went to overtime. Stinking Flames keep winning, sucks, and keeps getting points. We're trying to catch the Wild, so maybe this 12th game, the home game, becomes a massively important game. We'll see. I'm hoping we win tonight, but we've been consistently inconsistent, so I don't know who's going to win. I think the Golden Knights are contenders. I think Dallas is contenders. I think Colorado are contenders. Like, these are cup contenders, all playing the same week. Minnesota's trying to stay in the playoff hunt. They're right now, they're in the playoffs. We're playing 4 playoff teams. Let's see what they look like. The other thing I wanted to just bring up this. Where did I put it? That's the wrong one. I pushed the wrong button. Okay. Let's go to the game, though, just for a quick second. Okay. So if you go to box score, just for a moment, there are 13 Canucks. The 13 Canucks that had points. Okay. The one I want to go to is Sherwood. I want to see how many hits did he get. He only got 4. Okay. Sherwood is on fire. He is destroying everyone in the league with hits this season. He averages like almost 10 a game. It's crazy. Well, it feels like it's 10 a game. But there's so many times he gets 10 a game, right? So this is what is crazy, that the Canucks are consistently inconsistent, right? But 13 different Canucks had a point versus the Ducks? Man, do the Ducks suck? Or is it just the Canucks had a good night? Like, that's a great question to ask, right? That is a great question to ask. Now, what was awesome about tonight's game was EP25, DPD, had his first NHL goal. It was just cool to be in the building to watch that goal. I'm sitting in the one end. Terry scores a snipe over Demko's shoulder. And we're like, uh-oh, what's going to happen? And then we score 5 goals in 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and the whole atmosphere of the place changed. It was just such a fun atmosphere to be a part of. One of my favorite things, though, of the game all night was there were so many kids, because the kids were there. It's a 1 o'clock game. A lot of people are like, we're going to bring our kids to a Canucks game. Let's do it. We can't bring them to a 7 o'clock game, though. It's bedtime for them or whatever. The way the kids kept chanting, "Go Canucks, go!" I wish I would have recorded it. It was that cool. It was so awesome. It was, if you were a kid that were at the game or you were a parent, well done. Well done. It made the atmosphere even better. So not only did we have EP40 or EP40, AP25, DPD, who scored his first goal, the crowd of Canucks kids, actually, that's what I should put down. The crowd of Canucks kids was so cool. So cool. Right now, I'm just finished talking about this. I'm bringing it up. Okay. Just loved every second of that. A lot of people were walking out of the stadium going, that was amazing, right? And then the other thing that I was absolutely mesmerized by was the Hughes pass on the power play, and the tip from Brock Besser was ridiculous. Now, watching that goal go in, the puck, so Hughes is shooting it, would be this way, but whatever. Let me just, from my perspective, okay, it's going this way, and then, no, slightly this way, okay? Brock tips it, okay? Okay, I'm going this way. It's supposed to be this way, but yeah, it's going to be over this shoulder. Okay, so instead of the tip and the goalie's going to be ready, he thinks it's going to be a glove save here, okay? It goes literally above his shoulder in the smallest little window and hits there. Like, watch it again in slow motion. It was absolutely ridiculously great. Oh my goodness. I was just sitting there. I was mesmerized by that. The Hronek goal was nuts as well, because he shot it. It hit the Ducks defenseman's stick and went in the complete opposite direction, like right into the wide open net on the other side. It was glove side. Goalie did not see that coming. He was not ready. There was no way like he reacted and could got that one. There were so many moments in that game. The Garland goal was just a hardworking goal. Being in that right spot, he's getting to that dirty area, score, Sasson, breakaway, awesome. Like, there were so many cool moments. I wonder if they'll show it on this. Let's just see if they'll show it on this, on the goal replay here. Let's see it. Let's just see if they do. Okay, let's go to the Brock Besser goal because it just was so awesome. Let's do this one first. This is a fun one. Okay, so you got Hronek here, and when he gets the puck, right, and he gets it back from Marcus Peters. No, right here. Now let me just pause. Oh, it didn't really show it, did it? Okay, let's redo it again. Does it show it good enough? I don't think it does. He turns, Bluger turns, passes it across. Now look at this. Okay, shot goes here. It looks like it's going to the left. Okay, then goes, almost hits the post and goes in. I don't think you're going to see it on the Brock goal if that didn't work out. But here they are, power play to Leckermacky, to Hughes. And then look at Brock goes right in the middle. And Hughes goes right there. And see, that tip was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. The Dakota goal as well was another weird tip. It got tipped by the right here. It goes off the defenseman and goes, see how it moved? It moved there and right onto his stick, and he just fired it short side. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. This Zigris goal as well. It was absolutely fun to watch. Look at the speed. And then he gets a breakaway through the 5-hole, winner. Well, not winner. It was the Brock tip that was the winner. By the way, speaking of this game, I thought it was a little strange that Quinn Hughes it was the first time I watched Quinn Hughes, and he really struggled, but he still won first star. And I was quite surprised that he won the first star. Not saying he doesn't. I mean, even in his struggling, he's the best player on the ice. Like, think about that. he had a bad and an off game. The amount of times he fell, made mistakes, giveaways, and still had 2 primary assists was amazing. I thought they were going to give first star to Brock Besser because he had the game-winning goal. That tip was beautiful. But no, they gave it to Quinn. And I don't think even Brock got a star. No, he didn't get a star at all, which it baffles me. But I get it. Sasson and DPD deserved it. Okay. They definitely deserved it. It was just so cool to see. I absolutely loved watching that. Okay. And then a couple more things. I want to get into the people I met. For sure. But Demko was just really solid. I was so excited that it was Demko starting yesterday, and then tonight it's going to be. Now, I'll tell you right now that one of those last saves he made, he did not look good. I should actually post this picture. I should have posted it right away. I wish I was recording it. I'll bring it up. I am actually kind of concerned about Demko. He looked like he was really hurt here, and I'm not a doctor. Okay, let's see if this works. Please just work. No, of course it's not going to work. Why would it work for me? Why would it work for me? Now I got to do other things to get it. Okay, what else can I talk about? Well, okay, Demko was absolutely fantastic. He was in the right position. He made some incredible saves. He was honestly really, really impressive. And I just loved watching him play. I feel like he's a difference maker. He's phenomenal in so many ways. He just was stellar, absolutely stellar. I just loved watching him go because, man, he was so. He just, when you watch him, you're like, this guy is elite. That's exactly what you think about when he's in the net. You just think, man, this guy is absolutely elite. And I am concerned about Thatcher for sure. I know that we're all kind of super sensitive, so maybe I'm reading into this a little more than I should be. But Thatcher really concerned me about his play. I'm just trying to grab this logo real quick here and throw it on here. Maybe I should put something like I'm worried about Demko's health. Let's do that. I'm worried about Demko's health. Isn't it funny that I'm doing this while I'm live streaming? I just really want you to see this. I think this is important. I don't know why I think this is so important. I just got to change this color to black, and then I can get it. Maybe I should bring this up here. Maybe that looks better. Okay, now I'm gonna just put Demko health. Boom. Made a graphic, everyone. That's how fast I am. In another life, I would have been a graphic designer. Even though I do like 4,000 graphics a week, just because I love doing graphics, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so it's just downloading right now and saved, and I'm uploading it to here. Okay, Demko's health. Boom, coming up. There you go. I took this picture, and he was like this. It looked like he was in pain. He was there, I would say, a good minute, if not more, while the play was going down. It just looked like he tweaked something, and I'm definitely worried about Demko's health. Absolutely worried about Demko's health. I know there's a bunch of people in here, and I'm going to get to your comments in just a second. But there was a couple things I wanted to talk about with the game. One was Demko for sure. The other thing is this. One thing about being at a game is Crazy P. Crazy P is so fun to watch. He is the he's the super fan. He brings his drum. He gets the crowd going, getting the Go Canucks Go, always going on. And I just love his passion, his energy. And I just feel like he's a Canucks living legend. Like a Canucks fan, living legend. Love Crazy P. He is an incredible guy. He's so cool with fans and just gets pictures with them. And he's just a good dude. You know what I mean? So I love his passion and energy. If you've ever been to a Canucks game, you know what I'm talking about. The other thing that I think is important to chat about is this: should I get season tickets? Okay. Am I the Canucks lucky charm? Because this team has struggled to score goals. And whenever I go, it's like they kick butt. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's wild, because it's like, how in the world am I going to all these incredible games? Just looking at the schedule right now, and if I go to the beginning of the season, okay, the December, okay, so I went to the Chicago game, it was 6-2. I went to this game, it was 6-2. Okay. And then December, I went with Wesley. Where were we? Was it the 14th, 16th? Where are we, Wesley? Okay, Sharks game. We scored 4 against the Sharks. Won that game. That was us, a 4-3. And then with my wife, we went to the very first game of the season at home. Right? So that was that October 19th? Because didn't we lose to the Flames? Yes. So the Flyers won 3-2 and shootout. So that was good. So I'm 3-0 and 1 watching the Canucks this season. Like if I just went to every game, we would have made the playoffs. Just saying. Now, people have come into the comments and said, listen, you went and saw all 4 bottom feeders this year. I mean, that's granted. That's a great point. Let me dream a little bit, people. Why do you always come in to my comments and try to crush my dreams, crush my hopes? Just give me a thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm the lucky charm. That's like, why not? Speaking of goals, without EP40, we're putting up a ton of goals. I'll drink to that. Does that mean anything? You think we're better without PD? I don't know. Like just asking a question for all the PD police out there. Just trying to make sure you're involved in my stream. Okay. Speaking of PD, let's just talk really, really quickly about this. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but I miss JT Miller. Look at this. Since he's been traded, 10 goals, 16 assists, 26 points. Stats don't lie, everyone. Maybe, just maybe, we traded the wrong guy. I'm just saying. Oh, man, I love getting the PD police riled up, but I do miss JT Miller. Oh, look at that. Look at that production. I think if we had JT Miller, we would have made playoffs. But that's just, I mean, I can have that opinion, and I can believe it's right and true. Okay, before I get into your comments, everyone, I want to talk to you guys about connecting with some awesome people. And let me get this banner up. I love being able to connect with other Canucks fans, but also Canucks content creators. We had lots of connection times. And so I got to meet the legends. Canucks Canucks Uncensored are literally, we went for a nice brunch. Jordan drove us, me and my friends, 2 of my friends in the background there. We drove to Granville Island, had a brunch, wild story. Jordan forgot to pay for parking, got a ticket. Witten was great. It was great to meet him as well. They got me on their show. It was really cool. It was really cool to be with those guys. Absolutely loved my time with those guys. And then, of course, meeting Tyler from the line change. He's doing good work as well. Got to connect with him. That was a lot of fun. Obviously got this picture together. We met in between the first and second intermission. So that was a lot of fun. But, man, it's just fun to connect, have some fun together. And then, I forgot to, why didn't I do this at the very beginning? Me and my two friends, my two newest friends, really, went to a Canucks game. So I went with Sean and with Timothy, and we had a blast at the game. Look, is this not the most epic picture of Canucks fans of all time? Just saying. So that I just loved it. I loved being with those guys. We had a great time in the game. Okay. So I want to get into your comments. It was just a fun day. I think I'm gonna live stream the Golden Knights game tonight, like after do a post game show. I mean, but that's the plan. We'll see how it happens. Okay. I'm gonna plan to do that. I'm gonna plan to do it. It's just been a very, very busy weekend, and but a fun weekend for sure. For sure. Got to do a lot of things. Okay, let's dive in to the promo, and then I'll get into your questions. So glad that you're here. It's a Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. Pacific time at this stage, and let's get into your questions in just a second. All right, let's dive in. So glad everyone's here. Big Hog Hockey is the first one in the stream. Good to see you, Big Hog. Rod is here cheering the Canucks on. This is probably the most positive thing you've said, Rod, in like the last 2 weeks about the Canucks. Okay, so we're still on life support, but we're still alive, Rod. We're still alive, okay? Yes, I live on Vancouver Island. I live in Nanaimo, the harbor city. So I gotta take that. Popeye is here. I went away. Okay, so this is the question about what was the greatest Canucks thing that you witnessed live. So he goes, I went away to go watch over stuff, then listen, then other spanking. What? Went to check back, and it was yeah. I went away to go watch over other stuff, then listen to another spanking, went to check back, and it was 3-1. Yeah, so we went down 1-0, then it was 3-1. Got to hear the next two goals after that's right, you were listening to it. It was awesome. You made a YouTube short on Ovi's goal. That's awesome. I'll have to check it out. Ovechkin and Gretzky both did it in the same amount of games, so Ovi is one goal better than Wayne. That's cool. The exact number of games, 14 times something. I don't know what that means. Big Hog says, I was at the Canucks Canadiens game January 6th when we lost 5-4 in overtime. Just so happens Big Hog took a penalty with 40 seconds left. Montreal scored on the power play. Okay, well, that was your greatest. Yeah, Japan 4. I mean, I didn't do a show last night. I was too tired coming home from the game. So I just wanted to rest. I mean, I got home about 7:00. Didn't feel like going on. Felt like just hanging out with my wife and my son. I hadn't seen much, and yeah. Leah, have you tried any sugar-free root beers, and are they good? No, I have not. I should, because it's probably better for my health, but I've never tried. I've tried all those other root beers, all those ones. Yeah, there was a lot of good ones there, but I'm still a big fan of A&W root beer. I like a lot of root beers, so yeah. I think Dad's is probably the best root beer of all time. Dad's old fashioned root beer. So, Callum says, "Hey, Rev, Aquilini needs you to set you up a condo at Rogers Arena forever." I would love that. We were talking to Jordan from Canucks Uncensored about the real estate market, and he was saying how much it is to be in that downtown courts, like 1-bedroom apartments and stuff near like walking distance of Rogers Arena is like $1.5 million and stuff like that. It's like crazy. $1 million, 1.5. I don't know. Oh, just way above my pay grade. I don't think my channel's going to get there, but yeah. Japan for you. This is the biggest tease ever. By the way, I forgot. I should have told Jordan to call you. We could all connected there, but yeah, the Flames lost an OT to them as well. Can we beat the Golden Nuggets? Yes, we can. Will we? Probably not. But well, let's just cheer them on. Let's pretend. Yeah, the Nuggets for sure. That's awesome. The Monty Python. Kiefer Sherwood is awesome, man. He's absolutely awesome. Yeah, maybe the Ducks just suck. Who knows? Tonight is this live. I won't be at the game. No, it's tonight. It's going to be. It's going to. I'm gonna do the Vegas Golden Knights game. I don't know why I'm messing up my words right now. Yeah, I'm talking about yesterday's game. It's time travel. That's right. EP2's goal was way better than the Capitals' Ryan Leonard's first goal on Friday. Leonard celebrated like crazy when he scored on an empty netter. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's his first goal. Who cares, right? Like, if he wants to be happy, that's great. The younger Abbey players stepped up and won. That's true. And that's what she said. Okay. Okay. I couldn't not believe Ovi beating 99's all-time great. I know. I'm still. Oh, by the way, that means Grogu's going to be gone. Dell gets Grogu. So I have to meet you, Dell, if you're watching this. Yeah, at least the goal didn't happen against the Canucks. But by the way, do you guys know that Ovi goal, like the standing room was $1,200 US. $1,200. If you were a season ticket holder of the Islanders, would you have gone to that game or would you have sold your ticket? That's a lot of money, everyone. You could have paid for your season tickets in one. The highest ticket went for $11,000 US. 11,000. Standing room was 1,200 for that game. Do you go watch history or do you sell a ticket? I don't like spending money. I would have probably sold the ticket. I don't know. It depends. Depends if I had time to go. Wild are in overtime right now. Oh, Jack, I didn't know that. So glad you didn't. So glad it didn't. What? I don't know what that is. Okay. Elfrin. Hey, what's up, RevTrev? I'm having a great Sunday afternoon, just doing this video. It's great. Shannon's here in the building. Good to see you. Wild win. That might be the nail in the coffin. Dang it. Well, I'm going to still hold on to hope. Okay, Jack? I'm holding on to hope. Yeah, I had good seats, by the way. Look at this. I was in two different sections. Let me show them to you. Where did I not bring them up? Oh, of course I didn't bring them up. Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense, would it? Nope. And of course they don't come up properly. I can't even show you. I don't know why it doesn't like those pictures. That's so annoying. I was in section 120, row 10, and section 121, row 13, because we had two different sets of seats. Yeah, Crazy P is awesome. It's awesome. I did not go to the box office and get season tickets. Yeah, no, I should. They should give me season tickets. That's what they should do. But yeah, it wouldn't be bad if I like bought a 10-game pack with someone, like maybe 4 seats, and then we all go to the games together, and then we split them and kind of all up stuff. That'd be fun too. Yeah, Crazy P is awesome. If we lose tonight, we're out. Yeah, I know. We got to win them all now, Jack. I should get season tickets. Okay. Okay. I'm their lucky. Yeah, see there. This is Elfrin. You're the guy who doesn't come into the stream and pop, burst the bubble. Okay. You're the guy who comes in and says, yeah, absolutely. And Shannon's that way too. I love that. Okay. So Japan Force says you're going to be ticked if you waste your money They should destroy those teams on a regular basis. Just wait till they play good teams. Dude, we beat Winnipeg this year. We beat Toronto this year too, didn't we? I mean, we win every once in a while. I'm saving you $1,000. Okay. Let me just see here. EP40 played himself out of a line spot. Is he playing tonight? That's what I want to know. The culture has changed with him off the roster. Try bubblegum flavor Pop Shop. That sounds awful. I don't like bubblegum flavor. But if I get a chance, I'll try it. But I just rather spend my money on the ones I like. But I'll try it just because of you. The Canadian game versus Canucks was in Montreal. Okay. The line change got a pick with you. Yep. I showed that. Aquilini's put Rev on the shelf behind himself in his mansion, and then RevTrev will know how it feels to be Grogu. That is true, Callum. Should have jumped on the glass. That was 10 rows, man. If I jumped, I would have fell, and I wouldn't even got 2 before that, right? Connie says she's very happy. My voice cracked. Connie says she's very happy you had fun at a Canucks game. Thank you, Connie. I appreciate that. Wait until you get to a game with Coach Rob, Willie, and I. You will get the best photo of me excited at the Canucks game. Oh, you must cheer awesome there. You must be such a huge fan when you go, Shannon. I'm so glad you were able to go. That was your only Canucks game. I did, however, get DeBrusk's goal on video. That's awesome. Callum says Gretzky actually scored his last 14 game, his last goal 14 games before he retired. So Ovi broke his 13 games later. Oh. Okay. I was at the Senators versus Capitals game. Final score was 1-0, very boring game, but Ovi scored in overtime, and he was 21 goals away from the. Wow, that's cool. Wow. That's so awesome. Yeah, Shannon, you were at the Dallas game last year. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you guys would have sold those tickets for sure. Where was the? I don't know. All I know is I saw it online. So, Ovi is 39. Does he have a few more years to make 1,000 goals? He could play into his early. He could. That's the big question. If the Capitals win the Stanley Cup this year, does Ovechkin retire? 1,000 would be crazy. Ovechkin retires at 43. Jen, okay. So he won't play for that long, unfortunately. If they win the Cup, he retires. If not, next season will probably be his last. Yeah, I know. It's all the burst of the bubbles, right? If Coach Rob, Willie, and I could go in on season tickets, but I would need to be in the. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I can't sit in the wheelchair section yet, so it is what it is. I thought he was going to spit his soda when he read PDA. Oh yeah, I really liked it when he said, "Oh, that's perfect." Trev, Wild won today. 3 more points gained by the Wild or a loss. Yeah, I know. Let's just see. Don't lose hope yet, Jack. Canucks are home tonight. They're home tonight. 100 goals still doesn't equal 99's WHL and NHL goals. It's true, but he's got the record now. And then if we lose tonight, it basically eliminates us. We would have to beat Vegas twice, Colorado and Dallas, and Minnesota too. We basically have to do that anyways. Okay. Such a fun day yesterday. Going to the Ducks game, seeing history, the 5 fastest goals. Absolutely loved it. Love that you guys and girls are here. Good to see you, everyone. I'm gonna call it a day. An afternoon. Get ready for the Vegas game tonight. Hope we win that game. If we don't, it'll be Canucks therapy, like normal. And yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff. How many minutes? We're almost at 40 minutes here. Not bad. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for coming by. I'll see you later after for the post-game show. And of course, always, we're going to cheer this team on. We're going to believe that this team still has an opportunity to make the playoffs. And if we don't, if we get eliminated, not once, if we get eliminated, I'm going to tell you what plan B is. Okay. Plan B. You're going to want to hear this. You might even laugh. You might be shocked. Anyways, we'll talk about it later. Depending on if we win or lose tonight. Go Canucks, go. Let's believe in blue.